Laser 101 station with the attitude, super duper morning show. Happy birthday once again going out to Uncle Francis, celebrating his birthday today. All the best. 98
years old today.
Okay. Happy birthday once again, Uncle Francis El Jefe.
Thanks. But give me a break, man.
All right, 97. Anyway, so
I'll be in another 10 years.
okay. So what you have planned for today? As everything as usual, just come to the office, check emails, and then
Red Diamond.
you and Ray chilling tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was a guy that they used to call all the time somehow as usual.
As usual.
As usual.
Uh-huh.
So, as usual. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Enjoy yourself,
It's just
man.
another day.
Just another day. Happy birthday. It's your day, though. It's your day. Well, every day is your day.
Just another day.
Me and Omarik and many others.
Yeah. Omari celebrating his birthday today, too.
How old is Omari?
12.
Yes. If Francis is 97, minus 100, carry the 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he for me? Where he is?
Omari got to be 20-something. 24?
I think so.
Yeah, right? Call, he started the show already? Let me see.
Hold on, let me.
No, he started there. Call him.
Call him, Merci.
Yeah, the man doing his shows.
Nah, it's fine, man. Shadow left long time.
He did?
Long
Yeah,
time.
his show finished 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Give us a few minutes.
Omari, what's up? Happy birthday, man.
Bro, how are you?
Thank you.
How old you be?
I make 22 today.
22. Wow, that's it.
Double 2.
Yeah, I'm a youngin' still.
Deuce.
You were born in the 2010s? No,
2010s.
2003.
2003.
Yeah, 2003.
So I heard you and Francis going Red Diamond tonight.
France, if what?
Catch you now.
Speechless.
Don't tell my mother.
She heard already.
Yeah, man.
Tell my wife because she'd be happy.
Please get the man out, get the boy out the house. Take him somewhere, Francis.
Thank you for the soup and Johnny cakes this morning.
Thank you very
Omari.
much.
Is that like a birthday
a good
thing?
breakfast.
Like when somebody celebrates their birthday,
No, it's just
it's left over from
No,
yesterday?
he knows you guys. He knows you
From the
guys.
church soup.
Nah, man. I had to bring something to the studio.
Thank you.
My mother liked to make Johnny cakes and she liked to make soup. So
It was greatly appreciated.
of course, no problem.
Francis,
So 22, how you feeling?
Same old as Jesus says.
Same old. Every day's the same.
Every day is the same.
Another day, no?
As usual.
As usual. I had an assignment. I tried an assignment due today, so
And
I handed in a judge.
oh, you handed in? Okay, you're just gonna say you're
Just-
slacking.
just handed.
Just this morning we was having a conversation about our age group.
How you procrastinate?
No, how I rich by doing nothing. The Logan Pauls, the Kaisenaz, the Drewskis, I 20 millions just sitting behind a computer. So
I would say this generation is have lots of creatives,
definitely.
quote unquote creative people, But in this generation,
Just know that we started.
I mean, have to give credit where it's due, But like, remember,
is it creative?
as
No,
but-
not in a
Because
bad
it's
way.
just living.
Yeah,
It's just
But is it
living in
creative?
front of the phone.
Or are people just more easily impressed?
No, and then they have
As
the
do they.
confidence to
By
put
what?
themselves out there.
I was gonna say, I would say maybe in our generation as well, we not afraid to like get criticism from people.
They don't care. They just do it.
Yeah, they just do it.
Literally, yeah.
You're right on that one. You're right on that
Just
one.
do it, But I don't know how the future generation is going to have it because now they have AI and so on. So, so I think this is the quote
Listen, the
unquote
next-
last
The
good.
next 15 years gonna be very interesting, huh?
Yeah, I read a story.
It's gonna be very interesting.
I read a story this morning. Timbaland is working with an AI artist that he helped create.
I forget to send the video.
What?
They were on live doing something, and a fan calling,
Yeah.
blast him out on it.
Yeah, and he's going to work on a new genre called A-pop. It's artificial pop, and
Wow.
already has an artist already
So
called
it's not
Tata.
a person. It's not a person.
Not a person.
AI.
AI.
But who's writing this music?
They write the music. They put it into whatever
The
system.
AI singing.
Yeah, put it whatever they
But it's written by
humans.
right.
Right. And then they put it into the system. They run it through the computer. They tell how they want the pitch to sound, how they want the melodies to sound, and everything. And then it just does it.
Okay. So for a hot second, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You got G writing a song. Now he lets AI record the song. But what happens next is like when it comes to concert and stuff, we're not getting concerts then.
No, you can Jews and the holograms. Let's do that.
But hologram of what?
Whoever they
Because
Whoever-
I have no face to the.
Yeah,
to
but
the
But you create.
They gotta create something.
that's
No, because they already have AI models.
Yeah.
They have brands that hire AI models to model their clothes.
yeah, honey AI. Me and Super subscribe. Yeah, we got one. Yeah, honey AI.
The same way how all Bouillon artists making the covers with AI now, they could do anything with AI. Because
Yeah.
you realize it's a trend right now. Everything just AI.
I don't look. I'm not saying the music ain't gonna be good, but I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, we don't know.
It's until we find out.
I mean, there's a lot of songs that you've heard that
I know
probably.
G gonna agree with me. You know, we got the Biggies and the Parks. Like we know where they come from, the hood they grew up in, the times they come from, the struggles to where they is today. What do I say about this AI?
They grew up on
I can't relate to you.
They'll
They
make, a
built
back,
this
they'll
bite
make
by
up a
bite.
backstory.
Yeah.
Make up a backstory.
They will.
You know, in the old days,
mad.
they had mail order brides. Now you can order a bride from AI.
That's right.
Yeah, Get Honey. I tell you, me and Super have it. We subscribe. Get Honey AI.
Not we, you. But it does look interesting.
Oh, God.
No, but to create the backstory the same way how we play video games and there's a backstory to the character
Correct.
and we believe it. We run with it.
There you go.
We watch the movie like,
Okay.
but this is not what they said
a
in the
perfect
vi-
example.
in the video game.
but pause.
That's a perfect
We're not
example.
looking to meet them.
No,
I'm not looking to meet this.
Understandable.
The game we playing because I'm just enjoying it. But when you're here, when you feel music you just feel.
No, but you're still
this-
but you're still invested in that character, whether you're going to meet the character or not. And then let's say they do a movie of it and they get the story wrong.
I hear what
you
you're
get
saying, but I
upset.
can't
Mortal
compare
Kombat.
music to gaming because music, like I was just telling G, like you hear, like Biggie gave us stories, Wu-Tang gave us stories. Yeah, I could relate to you. You human. Like one day I could meet you. We could talk about this. We could sit down and talk about this. But to hear this AI talk about heartbreak and
Listen, you
I
don't
mean,
know.
but also don't forget, sometimes some songs are written for people that they don't actually go through.
That's true
what
too.
they're singing.
True.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
True.
But I could still go meet that person. I could still go meet that
You go
person.
meet the songwriter.
I mean, just don't do it yourself.
It'll come to a point where that it'll just work. There's a lot of things that's on the internet today that you believe, and it's AI,
Right.
Because it looks
Right.
so real, it feels real, it creates this connection with you, and yeah, so it's gonna happen. Now you have to decipher whether you want to have that relationship with this AI, yes or no.
The world
Today's
going
millennials
by.
will have,
Yeah.
and younger
Oh,
generation
yeah.
will have a relationship with this.
Oh
AI.
yeah.
You know, just like that little doll you used to have. You used to have to feed it.
Oh, the Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi. You had a
Yeah,
relationship.
true.
You had a
You had a
relationship.
Oh my.
You know, little Tamagotchi. You had
The
to feed it. You
what
had
do you
to
call
eat
it
You had
again?
to pet it. You had to kick it.
Gigapets. Gigapets, we used to call it.
The
Yeah,
gigapet, the
same
Yeah.
thing.
gigapet,
It's the
the
same thing.
gigapet.
And then you can't. Oh, I gotta go feed the pet. Right?
Yeah,
Wasn't a real pet,
but you were attached to it.
you
Yeah,
attached
yeah.
to
It was real mean.
it. Same thing. Same thing.
I know, I can't relate, but I started playing thing and that whole farm dead.
Farmville, remember that?
Thank you. That's
Farmville.
it. That's the name I was looking for. That farm dead. Okay, crap
Farmville.
dead. Okay, a week. But I
What was the other
not
one?
there.
Mafia City. Everybody had.
Oh my gosh,
I never played that one.
I love
Yeah.
Mafia
Never played that
City.
one.
So it is what it is. Fortnite. We're attached to it.
I just get
There you go. Fortnite Fridays.
I just lose out on those quick like Farmville and Mafia City.
Yeah, you don't like the life simulator games. No Sims.
They ain't gonna hold me for too long. Yeah.
Something that's not a simulation. They have a budget meeting today, this morning in Parliament. So that's
Yeah.
happening right now. That's happening right now. What else? Last night was the Tonys. Did anybody watch? Was it last night or?
It was last night.
It was last night,
I
right?
saw some performances. It was really good.
Okay.
Last night was
That was the Tony Awards last night. Also, you had some NBA action. The Thunder, won. So now the series is tied up one game apiece. And on Friday, the Panthers won in the Stanley Cup Finals. So now that series is tied up one game apiece as well. All right. Let's see. Friday, G, you went to the town hall meeting.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Went to the town.
Oh,
hall.
Amir, you can leave now.
Happy birthday.
I got to make sure. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Yeah, Friday was a town hall meeting about Phillipsburg. Everybody's like looking at me like, "What are you doing here, G-Money? You don't own property. You don't own a business. I care about my island."
Yeah, of course.
Phillipsburg, it's the capital. You know what I'm saying? I was a little boy too, swimming off the wharf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm here. So yeah, it was very interesting. I mean, I sat in the back, but but you had a lot of people showed up. A lot of people showed. They actually had to get extra chairs.
Oh.
They had to get some extra chairs, and basically a lot of stakeholders in Phillipsburg and business owners were there. And basically they showed a presentation of what they would like to do. It's not written in stone. Different things they would like to do in town when it comes to lights, when it comes to parking. They want to try to make town, what's the word I'm looking for? Not computerized. What's the word I'm looking? Smart. They want to make Phillipsburg a smart city.
Put our brains first.
Yeah.
But
Where, you know,
AI,
where you have touchpads all throughout the city.
Yeah.
They can touch and talk about historical things and stuff like that. They would like to have signs saying "Welcome to Phillipsburg" when you're entering Phillipsburg, so people know that you're in the capital. So each point of entrance from Point Blanche to that area so that you know you're entering Phillipsburg. They talked about the Front Street. They're not really sure what they want to do with Front Street. Either dig up the road, put new roads, take out the bricks, put new bricks. They're still trying to figure out what they want to do with that. They're talking about more police presence. They need to get that done.
We need more officers. That's one.
One of the problems. They said they're shorthanded when it comes to officers with that. They want to talk about the alleys, all the alleys that have cars parked in it, all the alleys. There's no entrance.
vendors
There's
in
no
the alleys.
entrance to the boardwalk.
Yeah.
You have to find an alley to try to get an entrance to boardwalk or to Front Street. So they want to remove all the cars, all the thing. But the problem that they have when it comes to removing cars and finding cars is
Parking.
There's no signage. There's no signs that say,
No parking.
if you park here, you're going to get a fine. If you park here, you're going to get towed. So they have to actually literally do that first. They can't just move and tow cars and tell people not to block, and there's no signage warning them saying. Then they also,
Okay, what about common sense? Because right now we have the parking situation. People park on the sidewalk
well, they
in Phillipsburg.
Well, they try to stop a lot of that with the benches. But they mentioned about the benches, how they have to get rid of those benches because they're all breaking.
Yeah.
They had a couple of pictures of what type of benches they want to figure out what they want to use, what type of bench. Something I was going to say, and I lost my train of thought.
Did they talk about more green zones?
More green zones, definitely. They talked about more green zones, try to find green zones. They talk about maybe what to do with they said one of the issues is, what Grisha, minister, said, one of the issues is they're trying to Parliament has to figure out where they're going to put Parliament. Because Parliament's going to move.
Right.
So they're kind of waiting on that. Where's the new Parliament building going to go? Is it going to go Clem LeVega Square where the old government building is? Is it going to go somewhere else? So they said once that Parliament figures that out, then they can proceed with what they want to do as well. You know, so Parliament's not going to go here, well, we can do something here.
Right.
Or Parliament's going to go here, we could do something here. So that was also another issue that they brought up is...
What about Marketplace?
Marketplace. What did they say about the marketplace? The marketplace is going to move back, but
in the Parliament building.
they said it's going to move back, but again, that's development of where this is going to go and where that's going to go. What else? They talked about the parking, driving on the boardwalk, that has to stop. They talked about that. Give me some more stuff. Bring up some stuff. I'll tell you what they
Lighting?
Who?
Lighting?
Lighting, of course. So a lot of the stuff that I heard on Friday, and I'm nothing against nobody, but a lot of that
comes down to enforcement and lawlessness.
Okay, that's one thing. I just hold that thought. Going back to lighting and stuff. A lot of the stuff that I heard came from, no pun intended, but came from this morning show. So,
okay.
So it was kind of like I was hearing like a repeat. You said, what did he say? Something he said one day about the garbage.
Oh,
about
yes.
the garbage, about picking up, and about different times.
Schedule?
That was brought up. That was said. Us about the lighting, about the parking. And then you just said something. I told you to hold
Security. Oh no, enforcement.
Enforcement and lawlessness.
So one of the problems again is when you give somebody a boot and a fine. there's no way to collect or
True.
to say, okay, Suppa has 10 fines. How are we going to make Suppa pay these 10 fines? So they're trying a way, again, something that we've mentioned here on this show. They're trying to find a way where things can connect, where if you don't pay your fine, you can't get your ID card,
Right.
you can't get your passport, you can't get your, like I mentioned,
Driver's license.
register your car.
Right.
You can't register
You
your
can't
car.
travel. You can't leave the island.
That was also, bro, you can't leave the island. So that is something they're trying to do where the computer systems can hook up. So again, it it's like everything to be fixed, but then it goes back to
Yeah.
Enforce.
Yeah.
this has to be fixed first before we can do this. So so they have a lot of great ideas and a lot of things they want to be done. Then they had some questions around the room. One guy had a very very point he brought up, and a lot of people was like, sucking their teeth and like, he talked about, all this costs money, and he said this is going to cost probably like in the millions to do this.
Yeah.
So where do you get the money from? He said, knowing about the budget and stuff that we have, and we can barely have budget for this, he said we should do what some other cities do, is a tax, a tax inside Phillipsburg to raise the money. Hold that though. I see you smoking. So he said, we should need to come up with some kind of tax, because by the time we start fixing things and money, by the time we get to point C, point A is already broke already.
Right.
Point A is already broke already. We fix point A, we're up to point B, we're up to point C. We're slowly fixing Phillipsburg because we slowly have money. So now point A we just fixed is now broke again.
Yeah.
And B is starting to be broke before we got to C. So he brought up this, there was a lot of hemming and hawing and teeth sucking and but I'm like, he kind of like made a great point, in my opinion. I'm like, wow, he makes a lot of sense. He makes a lot of sense. Like, where are we going to get the money? He said it's going to be about $2-something million to
per year, most likely,
to fix this. Where are we getting the money? So he thought about maybe like a tax or something.
This is absolutely nothing new. I was one of the first board members of the Chamber of Commerce when it started in 1979. This has been a topic from then. It was a topic even before then, but then we didn't have. Before that, they had an organization called SABI, St.Maarten Association for Business and Industry, which became, in 1979, the Chamber of Commerce. This has been, we brought in people from all over the world. Like, one comes to mind is a Venezuelan company, town management. We've had many town managers who never, ever did anything. Whenever you get the group together to talk about what's going to happen, as soon as the topic of finance comes forward, everybody vanishes. My proposal then was who are benefiting from town, and I would like to say without contribution, is the businesses in town. The buildings are not kept up. There are many, many derelict buildings in town.
Talked about that.
Put a tax and break it down as follows, because in the old days, a small business pays small contribution, big business pays big contribution. You cannot police that. Get a committee again. Measure the frontage and charge an X amount per linear meter frontage. Because here you hit everything. If you have a bigger store, you are supposed to pay more. And make them responsible for the cleanliness and everything in front of the store, and pay a tax per meter lineage of that store. As soon as that comes forward, no more meetings. Everything stops. And you need a city manager with balls and with clout.
They talked about that. They want to appoint a city manager that's going to make sure, okay, we're going to find Spoon. Spoon has garbage in. SMG didn't close, or they want to
Right.
do that too. They want to appoint.
Yeah, but an impartial, not the way it goes in government with everything. You appoint my friend, and when he comes into by you, there goes the envelope, and the guy goes dumb and blind.
Correct. So they did talk about that as city manager, to run Phillipsburg, to appoint someone. What's her name brought up some very good points. Melanie. She spoke really well. She talked about the NGOs. She said, I like your guys' plans and everything, but I didn't see anything including the NGOs. You didn't include none of the NGOs. How they beautified and painted, and she explained how much money it costs for them just to paint that, and it's not cheap. So she says, you need to guys include the NGOs and ask us, for opinions and whatnot too. Which she spoke really well. She spoke very well. Brenda spoke very well. So yeah, not to take anything from anybody else, but there was some very good questions and some very good stuff like that. So, but you did mention, going back to what you just said, Francis, about the properties that are sitting there, that are sitting derelict. That's also another issue again, because there's so many families and brothers and sisters that own these things, and nobody wants to. Nobody wants to. Well, I'm not going to pay to fix it. You pay to fix it,
and then it just stays there.
It just stays there like that.
It's not like government could just knock it down because
right. But then, like you said, you bring up a tax or something like, well, if you guys don't fix it, right. So correct. So that's another issue about all the derelict buildings. And one lady said that I think she's on Canagita. She was on Front Street. She has a business on Front Street or Back Street, I forget. And she said, there's this building across the street from me. She's like, it's derelict. She said, I took my own money and my own thing and I painted it just to make it look
nicer,
just the outside. And she said, I took my own money and I painted the front of it just to make it look good to help my business, which is across the street. And, so
you're not going to get popular by saying this, but they have to check who all these properties actually belong to and cross-reference it with the tax office, find out if they actually pay tax on the revenue that they collect from these businesses. Because that has to be going somewhere. Somebody got to pay for something.
True. And everybody, like you said, everybody wants it to be nice and beautiful. But when you start to bring up, fees and taxes, and everybody's like, some people are like, sure, I understand. Like, let's do something.
it. Yeah.
But it's the same old people that pay. The wage tax earners do not get away with anything. They have to pay. And it's the same old people that keep on paying and paying and paying. And when the assessments come, the Durarders serve, it's the same people that get served over and over. And this is it's a broken record. And everybody says they're going to change it.
Yeah.
And that comes in government. It's never changed. Now they're looking for a new head of the tax office.
I saw that.
Yeah.
What happened to the old head of the tax office?
She's retiring.
Oh, okay.
So, there we go.
We said retiring?
Retiring.
So that means they've been there for a while. I would think so.
Hazel, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is
But
that?
you have to.
No, because nothing against the person that's there, but if you have a person that's in that position for that long, that's retiring, and now you're looking for someone, that means that you didn't have anybody within the company already to say, hey, let's learn or let's start finding new ways on how we could deal with the tax system or whatever. So now you're looking for a whole new tax manager,
True.
He had no junior.
Yeah, there's no junior, nothing. Maybe they do, but just out of formality, you have to put it in. Maybe, hopefully, I would hope so. But hopefully, there's somebody within the department already that knows the stuff, that they know what to do. They don't have to bring in somebody from Curacao or whatever, but so that could follow the job. That could.
No, we have a brain drain. People that really mean well and want to do something, they leave St.Maarten. How many of our students stay away?
Yeah.
Don't want to come back because they're not respected and they're either overqualified or whatever the
excuses,
Exactly.
or if you want this position, it's politically motivated or it's tied up in politics, and it's like, yeah.
Yep. And if it's a job that that has to go through all the different committees, the end result hangs with the
Yeah.
it's a 4-3 split.
You know, it's like, you know, we always hear about our...
So bottom line is, St.Maarten is bankrupt. We have to face it. We are bankrupt. We don't have the will or the expertise to bring us out of it. And every time, and this is not this government, this has been going on for the past 40, 50 years. There is no government that came in there and did what they promised to do. We are bankrupt because we don't care to follow through. And in my opinion, St.Maarten is self-supporting. We can balance our budget as long as the correct people pay the correct tax.
Tax, yeah.
And not just a hand few that they ride like a dog.
True.
Absolutely.
True.
There are a lot of high-paying jobs. A lot of, they don't pay tax. They're invisible. Last election, they were fast to take people off of the voting list. But the people that were here, they weren't added on. You know, if you cross-reference the Chamber of Commerce with the tax office, with the civil registry, etc., you will be able to go a long way. And instead of the deurwaarders going out there to send people ambtshalve aanslagen, assessments, they should use these people to go out there, door to door, and check what's the name of this store, who owns it, and cross-reference it with the Chamber of Commerce, cross-reference it with the tax office. And start with the businesses that do not accept credit cards. There is a lot of cash money that is going hand to hand without being, and the way the banks operate today makes people run away from banks.
Yeah.
Yep.
The banks are no help. The banks are a necessary evil. They don't help. So people hide their money.
Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hold on to it. It's just...
Yeah.
So there's no trace, nothing.
Just
And in the meantime, we continue being bankrupt until we get a government that, first of all, has the capability, and second of all, has the will. Not for their pocket, but for the island.
This has been Francis Carter's birthday message to the island of St.Maarten.
Now, did they say, gee, when they would like to start this?
That's another good question. They act, you know, someone asks, okay, I think it was Brenda or somebody asked, like, what is the timeline? When is this going to start?
Which Brenda? My Brenda or the lawyer Brenda?
You get yourself in trouble. Like,
He showed you his belt, huh?
True.
so they act, yeah. So what is the actual timeline?
Yeah.
And it kind of like really doesn't really have
one, yeah.
an actual timeline, you know.
Never worry.
It's a concept of a plan.
It's a concept of a plan, and some things this has to be,
Yeah.
like I said, Parliament. I forgot where Parliament's going to go. Streets,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really.
You know when the plan is going to execute? When it's close to another election?
Yeah.
No, it won't execute that.
Or it'll start.
It will start talking again.
Right. The plans is going to start coming out, and then whatever, and then let's say if that person doesn't get back in,
Then, yeah.
we start from square one.
But it falls back.
Yeah.
But like I said, I from the energy I felt and you know what I see, from what I see, it's like they really want to do this. You know, it's not just talk. I know it sounds like it
Because I know they have an MOU with a company already.
Yes,
yeah.
what's his name? Van. I can't remember his name. He came up with the design
Yeah.
and stuff, and they walked around. They did surveys with the kids in the schools. The kids in the schools walked around Phillipsburg and took pictures of the alleys, and they
Yeah.
did stuff. They took garbage and stuff, and all the broken water fountains and all that stuff. So you could see that it's not technically just talk. I mean, because they had pictures and of all the stuff that's wrong in Phillipsburg and all the stuff, like I said, broken fountains and the broken benches. So you can see that they really want to do this. Of course, money is going to be an issue, and of course, other little obstacles. So they don't really have a timeline, but they want to go. They wanted the feedback from the businesses and people in Phillipsburg, what else do you think or do you want us to do? And that's basically, what it is. So they're going to come back again when and
did they break it up in like short-term goals, long-term goals? Because I think the quickest thing that we need is one, cleanliness, security, and the lighting.
And lights. That's what I wanted to say something, but let me just keep them out. Yeah, a lot of people talk about, there was one lady talked about sidewalks. There's no sidewalks on Cannicated Street. Yeah. She's like, we have no side. Oh, and then they're also focusing on, like for Francis's age, wheelchair accessibility.
Oh, wheelchair accessibility, yes.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget the flooding. The flooding. There's not proper drainage in town.
They talked a little bit about that, but they want to do from the sidewalk to the ramp. There is absolutely like no
powered scooter. They're always driving on like the road.
On the road,
yeah,
but even if
there's no,
and let's say if you do have access to a sidewalk, if you want to get into the stores don't have anything. Right. So a lot of stores have steps and everything.
Talked about that, how people can't get into the stores who are on the cruise ships on wheelchairs. Yeah. They can't get into none of the stores.
Anybody talked about taking traffic off of Front Street and Back Street?
Taking traffic off, not that I can remember. No. But they did talk about like there's days that they wanted to be closed
to traffic,
closed to traffic. They did talk about that. And they also talked about restrooms. There's no restrooms in Phillipsburg for people walk around, except that there's one right.
But you had one at the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
Right across the street. Yeah. Right, but that's it. There was like there's no restrooms and the garbage bins. There's no garbage bins.
Oh, okay. In the old days, there were many service clubs that wanted to donate restrooms. But the point was, who is going to maintain them?
Right.
Government will not maintain them. And it stops.
Right. And that's the key thing. It's maintenance. Maintenance. All the ideas, maintenance. Fountains, maintenance. Signs, maintenance. Smart city key touchpads, maintenance. We have these ideas, and I think that's one of our major problems here on the island is that we buy these beautification things and we don't think, who's going to fix this if this goes broke? Case in point, look at the causeway. When the causeway first started, it had these beautiful lights and it lit up at night. People would sit down and watch the causeway change colors. And now what? Maintenance.
Yeah.
Right. We had the fountains there by the Prince Bernard Bridge and each pond. What happened to them? Maintenance. They have all the broken fountains in town. What's wrong with them? Maintenance. It always comes back to maintenance. They don't think about, okay, well, if this breaks, wait a minute, the part costs $5,000 and it has to come from Hungary? Like, they don't think about that.
Right.
And it goes back.
We have to fly in somebody from Hungary to
Thank you.
Do we have anybody locally that can fix it? All of that.
Correct. So we have all these ideas, and I heard, like, they mentioned the water fountain. I felt like standing up saying, please, no more water fountains. I don't know what it is about. We have to have a water fountain here. We have to have no more water fountains, please. Please, no more water fountains. It becomes down to maintenance, and then they become these broken things that just sit there that breed mosquitoes. Like, please stop. No more water fountains. But what else did they talk about? Like, it was a lot of things, but it was interesting. And like I said, I feel like they really want to do something, the ministry. But like I said, it's so many variables, from money to signs to the Parliament building to its.
Well, if they're waiting for a Parliament building, in my lifetime I won't see it. There are too many hurdles. Too many friends, too many commissions,
too many obstacles,
too many everything.
To see where they want to put this building.
Because that decision can be made in 1 hour, in one meeting. And after that, you work out the kinks.
But everybody wants a
hand
in the pot. Everybody wants some chicken soup too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants a spoonful too.
Yes.
So let's
and
put it
that's
here.
why we cannot get anywhere.
Absolutely.
That's why we didn't go anywhere within the last 50 years. I can tell you all about it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to think about it because it's just getting frustrating. So that's why I stay away from all these meetings, because you just sit there and you get mad.
Well, yeah, you've been around longer than us, so yeah, I can imagine.
I've seen
You're
it
like,
all.
okay, this is a replay of
I've seen it all. I've been through it.
1972. Okay, this is a replay of.
I'll go back even more. 1969.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
30 de May?
After 30 de May, I came to St.Maarten. Yeah.
Yeah, so that
You were, they
that's.
said you were the one that started the fire. So,
Willie, come over here. Francis, you got a light?
can I borrow your lighter?
A lot of people were walking around.
That's what you used to
with
smoke, right,
matches.
Francis?
Yes.
So you did have a light. You did have a light.
Yeah, a lot of people were walking around with matches in their pocket. In those days.
Actually, today they swear in the new cabinet, PISA's 3 cabinet, Curacao.
Oh yeah, today's
Yeah,
the
the
day.
new ministers. So that's today.
They had a assassination attempt this weekend.
What?
Yeah, in Colombia. The guy,
but,
the guy who's running for opposition.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's in critical condition.
Oh, wow.
They have a.
Yeah.
You ready? You see who they have under arrest for taking part? A 15-year-old.
Yeah. But he was paid.
Yeah,
He was paid to do it.
absolutely. They're looking for some of his
And
co-conspirators.
that's the way the world is operating now. In the old days, you had the sicarios, and they were
Still have the Sicarios.
teenagers, early 20s, and now they're going younger.
Yeah.
Same had the young kid that would try to assassinate Trump too. He was young too.
Yeah, he was young. They just had a murder in the VI. The guy on social media. What's his name again?
Oh, I see.
Dirty Heart. They call him.
I didn't hear this.
What's his name?
Dirty Hard.
I think his first name is Jason. Jason Dirty Heart something. He's a social media. He's a comedian. He got killed. I think it was Thursday or Friday. Can't remember.
Yeah.
And then they found Thursday, right? And then they found the suspect. And he was 15 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
He claimed that he didn't know who it was, who the person was that he killed.
He was trying to rob
And
him.
everybody was
So you were
like,
just going around.
everybody's like, first of all, he's big on social media in Saint. It's one of the US VIs.
He's a St. Croix, St. Thomas.
Oh, St. Croix.
And you're 15. You know about social media. You knew exactly what you were doing, who you were looking for. Yeah. So they're suspecting maybe he was paid as well. So
Wow.
Is the Pope Catholic?
I believe he is. Yeah. He's from Chicago. I know that for sure. All right, Francis, go. Enjoy your birthday.
So what's the news on Los Angeles?
Yeah, the
the
riots.
fires?
Trump
Yeah,
called
anything-
in
Are they continuing today?
I don't know. Trump called in the National Guard. He went around the governor of California. Superseded him, and brought in the National Guard of supposed to be 2,000. I heard only like 200 showed up. So I don't know about that, but yeah, this with ICE.
You got to watch out with those things, you know. South America knows all about that. When the guns turn from where they are ordered to shoot, and they turn around and point the other way.
Yeah, so. Yeah, man.
Do your own thing.
All right.
Have a good day.
Take it easy, Uncle Francis. All right. What else can we talk about? Get into
The State of the Union.
That's what today?
The BET Awards. What, tonight, tomorrow? What is it?
June.
They have
Not-
it?
is it tonight? I think it's tonight.
Yes, this weekend. I think
Yeah.
they're filming tonight, or
Oh, they filmed already.
or they filmed
broadcasting
already, or
tonight.
it's broadcasting tonight,
I thought
or
the BT Awards was alive.
I know
Man,
Kevin Hart's
it's
hosting.
live-ish.
No, I know the hip hop one was pre-recorded.
Yeah, the hip hop one is always
That
pre-recorded.
one I know for sure.
Always pre-recorded because you never know what's gonna happen at the hip hop
Yeah.
awards.
Yeah. This one we need to be careful with.
Always, yeah.
We gotta be careful with this one.
Let's see. BT Awards. I want to say it's tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Tonight? Yes, June 9th.
Is it live or was it filmed last night?
It says live
It will
Monday,
take place.
but
Okay, then it's live tonight. Okay.
I watched. Everybody's talking about it. Netflix over the weekend.
Which don't tell me the Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
No. Or the commercial break.
And yeah.
Why? Why did she force
Say
you?
it
Why
ain't
did she make
No, she wasn't the one that forced me. I actually saw it. Now it turned me off because it said Tyler Perry, but I do love Taraji.
Jensen.
So I said, okay. I watched the trailer. I'm like, okay, this is kind of like John Q. Reminds me of John Q with Denzel
I've
Washington.
seen it.
What's the name of it again?
And 10 other movies.
Straw.
Yeah,
Straw.
it's called Straw.
And 10 other movies.
I
Yeah.
see it all the time. Just
So
so that's a Tyler Perry production.
Yeah, so I watched
I
it.
see it, and I just names.
Again, I'm not a big fan of Tyler Perry. I like Taraji. So she was great. Her acting was great.
Storyline.
Who else was there? Sherry Shepherd, she's in it. She's okay.
Okay.
She's not bad. Tiana Taylor, she was horrible. And I know-
Really?
yeah, and I know
She was
usually-
good in Eddie Murphy. Coming to America.
Coming to America. This one,
Really?
I don't know. It's
I think
and,
it's just the way she was directed.
and I'm looking at it. I'm like, but Tiana, you can act. What's this?
Direction, man. Direction.
So what's the storyline for Straw? What's it? What is it about?
Basically, I can't give it away too
Just
much.
give it away because we're not watching it.
Probably not.
It's a single mother who's had a very bad day.
Bad day,
That's
yeah.
Oh, okay, a Tyler Perry movie. All right.
Yeah, she
snaps.
Gotcha.
So her daughter's sick. She needs to get money. She's almost getting kicked out of her.
Female John Q. There you
She
go.
has a eviction notice. Her daughter is sick. She needs medicine. She doesn't have money.
Her boss is horrible.
Bosses are horrible, and now she needs to get
A
money for
cop,
her
yeah,
child.
a
But
bad
just
cop tried to run off the road.
and just that day, she gets fired. And from there, it just all hell breaks loose. So most of the movie ends up taking place in a bank, and then
Okay.
the end got me though. I won't lie. It was a twist that I didn't expect.
Okay.
So that was like, oh, okay, cool. Doesn't really
like a part two twist.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
that's it. No. There's no straw two. There's no straw part two.
Draw.
It was just that how they got to the end. Like I said, the twist is what got me. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
But it doesn't explain how we got to the twist still. So I'm still kind of left me kind of unanswered. Some things are still open, but I'll give it a 7.
What?
Yeah, because of Taraji.
Listen, going the acting, Sherry Shepherd and
Taraji,
their acting is
They
amazing.
kept the movie together.
Yeah, the movie itself not
Yeah.
good, but the acting,
Yeah.
great.
What?
If you had to take them out, I'll give it a 4.
yeah.
What?
And this is a Netflix original.
Netflix.
Yeah, because remember Tyler has a distribution deal with
Oh, yes,
thing, 'cause
yes.
I think just now he's gonna have Medea's Happy Family
Oh, Lord.
Vacation. Yeah, they just dropped the trailer just now. They're in the Bahamas.
Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if Taraji gets nominated at least for something in this movie.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe. I think so. She did pretty good.
I would say BET.
She did pretty good.
Good shot at BET.
Oh, a BET award? Yeah, maybe.
And then
Or NAACP award or something.
Because the movie's not that great, but the acting phenomenal.
Okay.
Acting's phenomenal.
And there was no
Okay.
no Tyler Perry
No Medina.
appearances. No.
Oh no, none.
No, thank God.
I think she's retired that character.
Hello.
So yeah, it's on Netflix. It's on Straw.
you
it's
retire
a-
the character if the character have a movie coming out.
Who?
Oh, Medea. Yeah,
These
the summer.
There's another movie coming out?
She's
You
going
just
to
said
the
it.
Bahamas.
Bahamas. Summer vacation or whatever.
You were serious?
Yeah.
I thought she was joking.
No. She's really going to the Bahamas.
Oh my god.
You were serious about that?
Yeah, the trailer just came
Look,
out.
I'll take a movie before that. A Respucia movie before.
Rasputia.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm gonna show you how we're gonna slide.
It's coming out on July 11th. It's called, Medea's Destination Wedding.
Okay. So yeah, Straw. If you're interested, if you're not, I don't blame you. Would I recommend it? Not really. But I watched it.
I watched it when I was taking up my hair.
He like join me, please.
What I watched this weekend? I watched. I binge watched Mobland.
Mobland,
Mobland was really good.
Mobland.
Man,
Like Mob
Mobland.
Wives?
Huh?
Is it like Mob Wives?
No, this is it's a movie. It's a series starring what's the guy that plays Spawn? The actor.
With Keith David?
Not Spawn. Sorry, wrong character. The Spider-Man arch enemy, Venom.
Oh, Venom.
What's the actor?
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy, starring. Thank you very much, Helen Mirren. She's going to be 90 years old, still a phenomenal actress. Pierce Bronson, really good. It's called Mobland. Check it out. Download it. It's really good. 2 thumbs up. Binge watch that whole 8 episodes one time. Really, really good. What else did I watch? Something was another movie I watched. The Order. I watched a movie called The Order. That was okay.
Who's in that?
based on a true story
Oh.
about this cult that was trying to basically take over the world, not the United States, back in the 70s. This religious cult called the Order. It was all right. It was okay. And then I started watching the Robert De Niro one on Netflix, Day One, or what's it called? It's like
Robert De Niro?
The World. Yeah, Robert De Niro. It's on Netflix, One Day or Day One or something like that. Started watching. It's okay. It's it's all right. But other than that, I think that's about it. That's what I watched this weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yes, sirree.
All right. I don't know if we ever talked about it, but the Linky is now officially on the Dutch side.
Yeah, I ain't touching that.
What?
I ain't touching that.
You go to where you is?
Right where
Come
I am.
on.
Okay, when you say officially, be clear for everybody.
So
I understand what you mean by officially on.
So now it's officially open. The airspace,
The
I
service
guess.
is open.
If you want to register.
So
to
they
go.
take the dome off of us then?
Yes.
They
There's not really a dome.
remove the dome.
There was no dome on us. It was just like you had to live on the French side. You can't live on you have to have a French side address.
Yeah.
You couldn't have a Dutch side address. So now they're giving you the option to change over to the Dutch side. I'm not touching that. If it ain't broke,
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's in French.
You find
That's
out.
the only thing.
You find out.
That's the only thing.
Wait,
I'm still in California.
$200 a month.
Now, if it opens up your browser, your what do you call it?
I got a VPN. I am GOOD.
I still in Cali apparently.
Yeah.
In Cali living.
No, you ain't. You can't be.
I was in Florida for a while, then I moved back
I
to.
asked him,
He showed it
look
to
right
me.
now.
Yeah. Without
showed
his
it to him.
When did you
without,
do it?
I didn't do nothing.
Wait, that's without your VPN?
Yeah, remember when we all switched over?
Yeah, and then we switched back.
Yeah, but he never switched
Remember
back.
I was telling y'all that?
He actually
You remember
moved.
you remember
He moved from
This is
Florida,
me.
and they put him on the West Coast.
You remember I told you guys one day I was just on Netflix and all WWE content was there, and I was like,
yeah, you told me that.
and I checked it. I was like,
So when's the last time you checked to see if you went back?
When I was a couple days ago.
A couple of days ago.
It's still in
Yeah.
Cali, and the WWE count, everything's still there.
Wow, lucky you.
They put me in Cali. They moved my house in Cali.
He's going back to Cali. So yeah, so now that's official, I guess.
I'm California dreaming.
Listen, I got Dutch side internet. I got a Dutch side internet provider, so I'm good. Still in my house.
Okay.
Still support. So
Me too.
All right.
still there. So
Speaking about support, check out Big Daddies. You can check out Big
Big
Daddies
Daddy.
over there in Kobe and also Nettle Bay, right on the Bamboo Beach. They serve up hot dogs, they serve up burgers, milkshakes, and so much more. And on the Fred side, they do pizzas.
Pizza.
So that's right. So make sure you check them out today. That's Big Daddies.
what did you eat this weekend?
Kobe.
That's, I want to say fast food, but from a restaurant.
Try to pull out a menu.
What did you eat this weekend?
Did I eat anything out? No.
That did not come from your home.
I don't think I did.
I don't
was
think
home,
I did
so
either.
no.
You ate everything home? this
Yeah.
weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was home for the weekend.
Yeah.
I had wedding food.
Oh, yeah, you had a wedding over the weekend.
Yeah.
Wedding food.
How was it?
It was good. It was good.
So that mean
It was-
meatballs, chicken wings,
I got to ask you a question.
When I saw the
champagne.
when I saw, like, you know, like they usually like they email me, like, you know, everything.
The
And
menu?
not the menu, but the menu. That's Spoon. They email the Spoon. The menu. They email me like, you know, they like, you know, the lineup. You know, like what's
okay.
happening. and
Right.
like that.
Itinerary.
Itinerary.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I saw the itinerary, and then they had like you know, like what the groomsmen are coming out to,
Okay.
as in music,
Right.
what the bridesmaids are coming out to. So when I saw what the bridesmaid song was, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good wedding.
Sexy red.
You lie. Bow, bow, bow.
We are on. This is my type of wedding.
Oh my
What song
gosh.
was it?
Huh?
What song was it?
He just said it.
Oh,
Yeah, but which one? You got a
I
lot.
didn't tell you that.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, this is, shout out to DJ Lonnie B. He was the DJ.
Ooh.
Lonnie, he's from Virginia. He's actually a heavy hitter.
Yeah, he
Oh.
is.
He's a heavy hitter. So he's from Virginia. His first time here in St. Maarten.
We know they want to read it.
So
They're
he's-
bouillon with it.
Yeah, so he was the DJ, and shout out to Kayana and Jerron. They were the bride and groom. So
Yeah, they come out
So
to
they were
Sexy
from
Red.
Virginia.
They're from here.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, they're from Virginia.
Nah,
Yeah,
they
the
come
whole-
out to Sexy Red. I hear them names. You hear them names?
They were Virginia. They were from
None of them named Johnny and Abdul. You hear them? Say them names again?
Jerron and who?
Kayana.
Yeah, they come out to Sexy Red.
She was the bride, and you had
I would hope.
Jerron. He was the groom.
Yeah, they come out to Sexy Red.
No, the bridesmaids. The bridesmaids.
Came up to Sexy Red.
Yeah, I was like, this is my type of wedding.
Fat, juicy, and wet.
That's Bruno Mars.
Oh my gosh.
But it was nice. It was nice. Some
that
small,
shit.
intimate. It was nice. It was really cool.
All right.
Yeah, it was nice. So you were gonna ask me a question?
I forgot.
I know
You
you
said I
said
want to
it.
ask you a question about something, and I stopped you and I told you about the DJ. I started talking about the DJ, and then
Oh, no. Because I saw for someone got married this weekend as well, and they said congratulations going out to the couple. And I
That was
like,
local.
And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. Somebody local posted it.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
like, I wonder if this is the wedding
That
that
G went to.
G hosted.
did you know the bride and groom?
Yeah, no, I don't know them. But
What was that, dude?
But I don't know. I don't know if to call them the bride and the bride or the groom and the groom.
Okay.
Well, bride and the bride.
But you know them.
No.
Oh, you didn't know them?
I don't, but I was like, I wonder if this is the wedding that G hosted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But someone local posted the picture.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And it said, congratulations going out to, and then when
Okay.
you look at the photo, it's two women.
You want to say bride and bride? Okay, I got
Right.
you.
Well, I mean, one was dressed up as a groom. So,
Right.
got you.
Got you.
so I was like, okay, this is an interesting wedding. If this is what G had to,
Post.
No, that wasn't
Post.
the wedding. That wasn't the wedding I did.
okay.
That wasn't the wedding.
Because I was like, okay, I noticed G ain't post no pictures. Probably this was.
Nah. I don't usually. If I'm gonna post a picture, it's gonna be me, just a picture of me or me, the
Posting or
DJ.
whatever.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go into anyone's privacy.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah.
I would never go into no one's privacy of their own wedding. So
Tell some man people.
yeah, I wouldn't do that.
All right.
I wouldn't do that.
All right. So back to Big Daddy. So how's the food though? Good?
Yeah, it was good. They had some jerk chicken.
What?
Some rice and peas. They had salmon. They had.
They had Caribbean roots? And,
Not that I know of.
Oh.
No.
They came out to Sexy Red.
I understand,
Oh,
but like jerk chicken thing, and then they got married in the Caribbean, St. Maarten. So.
Right. They had
They
salmon.
could probably
They had-
recreate us.
They had like the chicken satays on the stick. It was pretty good. It was good.
That was the cake.
Cake was good too. Yeah, it was like, not chocolate, but it was like a vanilla cake. But I think it was pretty good.
All right, well, congratulations
It
to
was
him.
nice.
Back to Big Daddy's. I want to give away a lunch for two. 5437-101. First caller, you get a
First
lunch.
come,
Big Daddy's
first
over there,
serve basis.
Cold Bay, and you have to pick it up today. All right, so you got to pick it up today. So call me up right now, 5437-101 if you want to win yourself lunch for two over there at Big Daddy's in Cold Bay. Other than that, anything else we need to talk about?
Think so.
Other than that, what you do this weekend? Anything special? No.
No, I was home.
Just
I was home chilling.
Yeah, we were home.
Was it Fortnite Friday?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
was
it
watching. It
was.
was on Fortnite Friday. I was.
Yes, it
y'all were
was.
talking about watching something. I watched The Shy. I was catching up on The Shy.
Okay, we got a call. Lazy, good morning. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Good, man, good.
All right, who am I speaking to?
Daryl.
Daryl, you ever had Big Daddies before?
Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to Big Daddy's?
Let me see. About 3 weeks ago,
3 weeks ago? Okay, what you had?
Yeah.
What you had?
the Smash Brother.
Okay.
Sound like he's in the bathroom.
Now, Daryl,
I work in.
you're working. Now, Daryl, would you like to have another smash?
multitasking.
Would you like to have another smash burger today?
Of course.
Yeah. And then
Yes,
you
ma'am.
could take one person with you. Who you taking?
My woman.
Your woman. The main woman or the side woman?
The main, it ain't got no side.
They don't have no side.
The side don't get hungry.
The only side you're gonna have is Big Daddy, which is fries today, right?
Yes, man.
All right.
I'm already.
All right, Daryl. Well, Daryl, we're gonna forward your name and your phone number to Big Daddy's, and you gotta go pick it up today at the Cold Bay location, okay? Before they close.
Okay.
All right. Congrats, man. I hope you enjoy it. All right, take it easy. Big ups to Daryl one time on that one.
One time for your mind.
All right. Question of the day. Facebook.com/laser101. Going back to food again. The last time that you made yourself a sandwich. So you didn't buy it. Somebody didn't make it for you. You made yourself a sandwich. All right.
Okay, so like we do sandwiches, but sometimes there's a wrap count.
Yes. Good one.
Well, it's a wrap a sandwich. There you go.
That's sandwiches with breads, but
Sandwiches with bread. So
I
last
think-
time I made a sandwich, as in with 2 pieces of
yeah,
bread.
sandwiches bread.
Yeah,
Sandwiches
let me
bread.
stick to bread.
It is considered
Mate.
a sandwich, yes.
A wrap is considered a sandwich, I know, but
Yeah, because then we're gonna get in the whole conversation. Do you eat soup, drink soup? Nah.
Okay, well, if a wrap is considered a sandwich, that'll be yesterday. But a sandwich with 2 pieces of bread?
What did you put in the wrap?
Chicken breast, some lettuce, some pickles, some
Alright.
cheese, some shredded cheese, and a little bit of dressing. What do you call it? Little honey mustard.
oh, honey mustard.
Alright,
Honey mustard. Vinaigrette,
True.
sorry.
Yeah, because wrap is wrap. 'Cause when you go to the restaurant, they say sandwiches, wraps.
Wraps, true.
So that was
Quesadillas.
yesterday.
Quesadillas.
When's the last time I made a sandwich? Ooh. Tell you the last time I ate a sandwich.
No, you made it.
No, you
Made a
make
sandwich.
You
one.
got in the kitchen, you got your ass up.
A while. I can't remember.
Damn.
Because I don't really buy bread.
Right.
I don't
Right,
buy
right.
bread. So ooh.
What about hot dog? You made it? Is a hot dog a
and
sandwich?
And G loves it.
It's a hot dog and
And G
sandwich.
love you Wonder Bread.
Is a burger a sandwich?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you have to go back to the
It is.
then you have to go back to the last year during the championship, the NFC AFC championship.
Damn.
Yeah. I put
When you make it, you made it.
yeah, I put some stuff on the grill
Uh-huh.
for the AFC NFC championship
Okay.
game. So that'll be the last time
That you remember.
that I remember
Making a
consider a
sandwich.
hamburger a sandwich.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
But a sandwich like with turkey, cheese, lettuce.
That you made yourself.
Ooh. Like I said, everything for me now is a wrap.
A wrap.
Yeah, I don't buy bread like that. So yeah.
What's your favorite wrap?
I was just going to ask him. Regular.
Sugar Hill Gang. One.
He's still like,
Love Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah. Next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. That's my favorite rap. Favorite rap? I like anything with chicken, bro. I like a
yeah,
chicken rap.
Oh, I thought you meant like what kind of wrap? Like spinach, tomato, regular?
No, I just mean
I
what
thought that's
kind of
what
wrap
you
guy
were
you go.
going
Yeah,
for.
beef wrap, chicken wrap, shrimp
Chicken.
wrap. But
Oh,
he
I
said
thought
chicken.
you meant the
so.
type of wrap too.
Yeah, I thought so.
Like tomato wrap.
Yo, to me, I don't know.
But what's in there with
I
the
can't
chicken?
taste
What's
the
in there?
difference.
G's chicken wrap. What's in there?
Chicken wrap. So I take the chicken, I put it in the air fryer, take it out the air fryer, put some lettuce,
Okay.
I put some pickles,
Alright.
I put some shredded cheese.
No avocado.
No, I do a boiled egg, and I chop up a boiled egg, and then I roll it up and wrap it.
He saw you did it. I roll it up.
Like Snoop.
I lick the ends.
Hey, close it up. Hey, pass it. Ma, you want to hit this wrap?
Okay.
That's my wrap. You?
All right.
You?
Sounds like a lot of work though.
No, it's very fast.
Yeah.
It's very, very fast. Very fast. The pickles are right there. You take the pickles already sliced already in the jar. You put the pickles on.
So the chicken is like the pre-cooked one that you just buy
Right,
in
that
the
you
bag.
put in the
Oh,
Sometimes I do chicken breast too. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
you can do that.
I'll
That'll
season the
come
chicken
nice.
breast.
Yeah.
When I do it one time, a bunch of chicken breast.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just warm it back up. But I'll do chicken breast, chop up the chicken breast. The lettuce, just rip off the lettuce off the head of the lettuce, put the pickles, and the cheese comes shredded already. So I just roll
No,
it.
G, let me find out what kind of human being are you?
Do I wash the dish when I finish?
How do you,
Yes.
how you close your wrap?
It's difficult. I try to run it. I
Try to do Chipotle style. Nah.
I can't get it right sometimes.
How you mean?
Just always opening up, and this side is open, and that side is open. So then I go to cost you less, and I get the big wrap. And that always
Right.
works.
Oh,
the big
okay.
one. They have the big
No, but do
tortilla ones.
you close in the top and the bottom, or you just close the bottom and leave the top
I
open?
try to roll it like you know how you roll.
Yeah.
I really try to roll it and tuck it and roll it and tuck it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, but just fold the top and the bottom and then close it after that.
Fold what? Show me. Fold the top and the bottom.
Okay, so you got the wrap.
Yeah.
You take this top, you bring it in
Yeah.
about an inch and a half.
Okay.
You take, so now that's folded in.
Yeah.
Take this, fold in, and then you bring in the sides, roll in the sides. Now the top and the bottom gonna be closed.
So and then you roll the
It's
sides?
open.
Right.
You put whatever is here.
Yeah, and you put it in the middle.
Bring in the top.
Bring the top.
Bring that in
Yeah.
just about an inch and a half. Bring in the bottom, inch and a half, and then the side, and then roll it in. Because when it rolls in now, it's sealed, top and bottom.
Oh. Okay, I have to try that.
Yeah, you good to go.
All right, I'm trying all kinds of ways and it's never working. It's falling apart and chicken's sliding out. I'm like,
Messy.
yeah, I'm making a mess.
messy wrap.
Yeah, I'm making a mess. I'm
And now
like,
you look in the plate, the chicken fall out.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And I take my little
God.
vinaigrette, put my vinaigrette in the middle.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really
All
good.
right, Spoon, what about you when it comes to sandwiches?
Turkey and cheese. That's the last sandwich I made.
Turkey and cheese?
Yeah.
What kind of bread?
Turkey and cheese. So what kind of turkey?
What bread did I use? It was fusion bread, actually. Fusion.
Fusion bread? What's fusion bread?
It's local bread. Don't tell Coco.
What is Fusion?
Oh, the place is called Fusion?
Fusion Bakery. We hit
Oh, he said fusion bread like it was
yeah, but that's
fusion made it in a science, like made it in a science lab, like a chemistry lab.
First of all, where is Fusion Bakery?
I don't know. No, I'm dead serious, but the van pops up here. You see the van pop up Fusion Bakery?
There's a van.
They drop off their bread everywhere. They drop off their bread.
Yeah.
She just pulled up on the side and whispered in his phone, Fusion bread.
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Somebody call in and vouch for me, please. They always make me feel like I'm going nuts.
Yeah, just like how I didn't have my birthday, my farewell party.
Let it go.
You ain't had
Somebody
no-
please call in and say y'all know Fusion bread, please, because they're making me feel like 5437-101. The phone is not ringing. Help me, please.
Somebody
Help me.
said
Help.
Oh, Princess.
French Quarter.
Yeah.
French Quarter.
Yeah,
What?
French Quarter.
You eating French?
Oh, they're in French Quarter.
Yeah.
They make custom cakes.
What? Tell you, man, driving from all the way French Quarter to bring bread. Yo, the bread's everywhere. They're in down there every supermarket.
So it's an Asian guy that drives a truck.
Yeah.
So you bought it
The
from the
van.
truck, or you went into a
I
store?
mean, if I happen to stop him, I just get from the store.
So how do I know?
Those are the two breads. Listen, there's three breads you gotta get. It's Fusion, Cake House, and Carl & Sons.
Look, you trying
Doesn't
look,
bread-
you trying to call the piece now.
Yeah.
No, but what do I pick up the most? I gonna be honest. Fusion.
Someone said-
I pick up Fusion the most.
Someone said, yeah, you see them driving on the roads sometimes as early as 4:30 a.m.
And they drop off the bread.
I went to your house. I saw Wonder Bread once. So stop lying.
So what about
That was probably Nelly. I
does-
guarantee you.
Oh, that was Nelly.
That was probably. I guarantee you.
Does Bread Supermarket make their own bread?
I heard so, and I heard their bread is awesome. I
yeah?
heard so.
Oh, you can't forget Samuel.
But they're not. I don't really pass there.
Samuel does bread too.
Again, I don't pass there.
True.
So Sam could keep it bread. I ain't really I don't pass there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a Chinese store over there in French Quarter. They bake and deliver bread.
There you
Never heard of
So
it.
French Quarter there is?
So what am I looking for to know that it's a fusion bread?
It's on the packaging. Yeah. Fusion Bakery. It's right there.
I think I did see the truck once or twice. Yeah.
I don't know. It's
You've
good.
never seen it. I love it.
Now, will you be able to tell the difference between, let's say, good old wholesome family homegrown St. Martin's very own Carl & Sons?
But ain't from here?
Who?
Fusion.
I don't know if he has papers.
They,
I don't know if he's a resident.
Oh my God.
I don't know if Mr. How bread look.
but wait, I thought we established and we agree. If it was done here, it's from here, it's made here. We said nasty business from here,
I mean, true, St. Dominica.
so it don't matter where you're born, but it was done
It was
here,
done
right?
here. Okay.
So Fusion bread, don't matter where they were born, it made right here, French Quarter
With our water.
with our water.
Okay. Lazy, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Good morning.
Fusion Bakery is owned by a Chinese person.
Okay.
Okay.
Asian person. It's owned by an
You don't know if
Asian
he could be
person.
Korean.
Asian person.
It's an Asian person, but it's not on the front side. It's right here on the Dutch side.
It's on the Dutch side.
Where?
But somebody just said.
In town, do you know the Chinese casino?
Asian. Asian casino.
You're talking about a spot there by across from the library?
Where the farmer library used to be?
Yes, across the road, right?
There's a supermarket right there.
Oh, across from Sundial.
No, you have to come up like you're going to Back Street.
Like you're going to turn back to the supermarket there before you turn.
Where they play dominoes.
No,
Do
no,
you
no,
remember
no.
the place I was going to get a food?
Yes.
Long time ago?
Where you picked up the money from the guy from Heavenly Water.
Do you remember?
There.
Do you remember? Stop it. Carla, thank you so much. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Carla.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Do you remember? It had I think it was like 3 years ago. I came in here with some food and you asked me, yo, where you get
Where
our
you got
food
that from?
from?
Yeah.
And I told you it was a place you just go, you take out your own food, it's
Yeah.
buffet style. That was actually Fusion Restaurant.
It was a restaurant then.
It was them.
Uh-huh.
Then no, serious. And then they just, all of a sudden now, it closed. They got no more food, but they still doing the bread. Yes, that's them. But I see the place closed, so that's why when they say they're French Quarter.
So if you're coming from If you're coming from Carnegie
Carnegie South.
Street to go now onto Back Street, you make that bend.
So you're right there. You got the library right there on your left now. And as soon as you make the right there.
Where the parking is, and it's never because they have all the things up that nobody can.
supposed to be parked there.
Right.
Whoever,
Okay.
but yet nobody can see the park there yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, there. That's Fusion.
Right there.
Okay. Got it. Somebody said the packaging kind of looks like Cotton & Sons, so you might, if you're picking up, you might not pay attention.
It would. It would.
Ooh, I'm telling.
That's copyright.
We should do.
No, Carl & Sons now, you know, they have two different sliced bread.
They have salted and unsalted.
I don't know about that.
Which they do.
But they have sliced bread.
And then they have the casino. Casino slice.
That's still a thing?
They don't do, I think so.
No, but they have regular sliced bread, and then they have classic American sliced bread.
Isn't that the like casino?
No.
Well, casino's a little longer.
Yeah, casino. I don't see people doing that no more. Actually, no, Cake House still does casino.
Casino?
Bread. Yeah, you still
But
get
the American, whatever you call it, it's
the slice is thicker.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a square.
Yeah.
Okay. But the Fusion is more the round top.
Yeah.
So we should do that one of these days. Get one from Carl & Sons and get one
You see
from
who
Fusion.
make a better sandwich?
No, and then see if we could test the difference.
Taste test?
Yeah.
Slice
Oh,
B.
you mean
So you don't tell us. You
I
tell
definitely
us.
gonna tell you the
Slice A and
difference.
slice B.
Yeah.
I definitely gonna tell you the difference.
I don't think you can.
Between Carl & Sons and Fusion?
Yep.
I definitely gonna tell you the difference.
You're gonna look at it. I'm gonna put a blindfold. You're gonna taste.
Yeah,
A and B.
yeah,
You're gonna tell.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
We're
don't
gonna
think
do
so.
it to it. Let's do it.
We should do it. Somebody says you can't is the difference.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
One of these days.
We'll see. Mm-hmm. That's right. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
For me, actually, last night made a sandwich. Some cheese with some lettuce. Put a little bit of mayo. Toasted the bread, and that was good to go. Washed it down with some kiwi strawberry juice.
Kiwi strawberry.
And SMG, what about you? Last time you made a sandwich?
Just a regular peanut butter
That's the
sandwich.
second time I
Peanut
heard
butter.
kiwi
No
strawberry.
jelly?
today.
No,
2 slices or 1 slice?
2.
2 slices with just peanut butter. No bananas on it or anything? No?
Oh, peanut butter banana.
Yeah, I haven't made a peanut butter sandwich because I love peanut butter, but if I'm making a sandwich, I need jelly. And I haven't bought jelly in a while. So that's the only way I would eat a peanut butter.
Grape jelly,
sandwich.
apple jelly,
Grape.
shot grape.
Yeah.
Grape,
Come
strawberry, and then, yeah. But it has to be jelly. I'm not really a jam fan.
Jam.
Here we go. Now you want to know what's
No,
Oh,
I-
jam.
I don't think I ever pick up jam for real.
Does everybody ever have Marmite?
Marmite? No. Is that the one from Australia?
I think it's British, UK.
That's the black tar thing?
I think so.
No, that's Australian.
Oh,
It's Australian?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was UK.
I thought it was British.
Is it?
I thought so.
Marmite.
I thought so.
I know it smells bad, so that's why I never had it. They still make it?
They still have it.
It is British. I thought it was Australian always. Okay.
British.
It was invented by a German scientist. Nah,
Nah.
I'm good. Oh no, Vegemite is from Australia. That's the one I was thinking about.
Vegemite. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Never mind.
Vegemite.
All right.
No thanks.
Anyways, that's today's question of the day.
No thanks.
Let's get on up out of here. Congratulations once again going out to Daryl. He won himself some lunch from Big Daddy's. And speaking about Big Daddy's, Big Homie Spoon, going to leave us off with a snap. But before that, G Money's coming up next.
Yes, I am.
AM PM Workload Show, followed by the Cut Creator
Yes,
DJ
I am.
Outcast.
Outcast are number one.
And then-
Listen, shout out to Christian.
Oh my gosh.
He was on Fortnite Friday,
Last night, we played some Fortnite with
Fortnite
Christian.
Sunday.
And his dad.
I was messing with him yesterday.
And his dad. It was father, son.
It was father-son game.
So he was on his
yesterday.
PlayStation. He was on his PlayStation.
Now that's a good question.
No, they were.
But did Christian go on Outcast PlayStation and then he forced Outcast?
I remember seeing the PS5 symbol by Outcast.
By Outkast.
So Outcast was on the 5.
Okay.
Outcast was on the 5.
Christian was actually in his room
Yeah.
playing
So
his
what
game.
happened?
I was just messing. I kind of bullying him a little bit yesterday. So I'm issuing a public apology to Sir Christian Hodge.
Did he get him? Did he
Your
get
uncle,
everybody-
your Uncle Spoon is apologizing to
He
you.
got everybody
on the air.
killed?
Huh?
He got everybody killed?
No, I was just bullying him.
But was he good?
Yeah, he was actually good.
He plays. No, he can play.
He just go run up the hill by himself.
He can play, yeah.
Where you going?
Better than his father.
No,
for
but
sure.
harassing his soul yesterday.
He's better than Outkast?
So I was asking him about.
He's better than Outkast?
I mean, the kid plays all day.
I mean, he
Outcast
got more
barely gets a
practice.
chance, so he has more
Give
practice.
him a chance. He better than all of us, actually.
Yeah.
Everybody got in moments.
Really?
But I was asking him about exams yesterday because he just come off doing his exams.
Yeah, because
so I was kind of teasing him, trying to make him a little worried.
And it was late. I was like, you don't have school?
Yeah, he was like,
no.
you don't got school, my exam's done. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, so you passed? He like, I don't know yet. I'm like, what? He said, I don't know yet. I'm gonna find out my results after graduation. I started going, and you know me. So I was like, so wait, they wait until after graduation to tell you you're dumb and you fail?
Until you got to come back.
You gotta come back.
After graduation, oh, by the way, we need this diploma back. You failed.
We just need to make the school look good.
Yeah,
you didn't contribute to this greatness.
We needed the numbers.
We need our numbers to go up. But yeah, we need that diploma and the hat back.
You big dummy.
So shout out to Christian and everybody else that did the exams and waiting on the results to see if you're smart or not. If you're smarter than a fifth grader.
Did y'all win?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
How many games y'all played?
I played one. I couldn't take Christian after that. I was done.
Talks a lot.
Yeah, he.
Oh, he does?
Oh my God.
So he has like the microphone in the head and he...
I got thinking about muting him actually.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, you can mute a player. Like I could hear everybody over in the same chat. But I just won't hear you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just do that then.
Yeah, I think I did to him. But lad, man, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna be wrong.
Imagine asking you a question.
Yeah, exactly, because it's happened.
Why is nobody answering me?
No, it's happened to us during gaming before. Like we figured out actually two friends of ours, two mutual friends of me and Suppa, we realized one muted the next.
Oh, really?
Because one kept saying, like I'm giving you maybe some shield or health for the game, and one kept saying, look, like, gee, I got some health for you. And we noticed like, but they're responding like you need the health for real, and hear it. And we was like, yo, so and so, you're gonna pick up the health? Oh, there's health? We are like, wait, what?
Yes,
but it was just said like 10 times.
Well,
and then we were like, oh, okay.
Oh,
all right.
They muted each
They
other.
muted.
There's beef.
Like, there's beef here. All right,
Local
no
beef?
problem.
Local beef?
Nah, just chop suey. That's it. Ay, ay, ay. Big ups to Chow, wherever he is.
Ram.
Oh my gosh, man.
Anyways,
We done gone.
we did Outcast, yes. Outcast.
we did Outcast.
And then Sagan
Sagan.
comes in to do her thing, and then we'll be back tomorrow from 6 to 9. I have to leave early tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to do something early tomorrow.
Okay,
so
let me-
Tomorrow?
yeah.
Well, let me come in and
So no handoff.
That's what I come here for.
Yeah. So
It
yeah.
doesn't make sense for me to come in.
Come for an hour that I got. Nah, man.
All right.
And then you cut me off from seeing my bye.
But you can see G anytime you want. You can chill with him. True.
What happened?
The gate just started to swing on its own outside.
Ooh, paranormal
Yama,
activity.
yama.
It's the ghost of Francis Pass.
He's still alive. Today's his birthday.
That's his pass.
Oh,
That's what
sorry.
his pass. Oh. He's trying to get rid of mine.
Francis passed.
Anyways, we gone. Big open spoon. Leave us off with a snap. Something nice and positive.
It always seems impossible until it's done.
Not moving. Happy birthday, Uncle Francis.